In this video, I'm going to be building the Creator Expert Winter Village Market from 2013. It retailed for $100 US and it contains 1,261 pieces. I'm going to get this opened up, built, and have a detailed look at it. You'll notice in my background, I'm preparing for a winter village. I've not yet bought this year's winter village set, which is Santa's post office. I most likely will and include it in this year's winter village. This one for sure, going to include. Let's get this opened up. Had it sealed for way too long. Most of the pieces can be found in bags numbered 1 or 2. Have a couple of 16 by 16 white plates, a couple of instruction manuals that were put into this bag with the cardboard backing to prevent it from creasing up. Got this reflective sticker sheet, as well as these cloth pieces. Brown and dark red pieces were a bit of a problem back in the 2010s. I didn't have any problems with brown, but you can see on the corners of this dark red plate, I had some cracking with all of the studs underneath. Bag number 2, bags 1, building stage 1, is complete. Now there was a little bit of variance between the 3 different booths, so it didn't feel too tedious, but that's what you get from stage 1. Building stage 2 is going to be a bit more involved, as there's a lot more pieces to deal with. I have no idea why this teddy bear is packaged separately. That's weird. Do like these horses with the unique head printing. There's only supposed to be 8 of these wedge plate assemblies in dark red. Well, I made 9, and that was a mistake. I tried to take it apart with using my finger, by the way, no brick separator. And that's what happened. Luckily, I've got a couple spares in my inventory. The base of the carousel is pretty parts intensive, but there is good reason because of its action features. It's got to be tiled over so it glides over freely, but also these green bowed slopes will provide an action feature. And that action feature involves the rocking of the horse. So every time it passes over one of those green bumps, it does a rocking motion. Though these horses are being used in a static position in the set, they are fully posable in their hips and necks. The build is now complete, so let's take a look at all we've got. The main attraction, of course, being the carousel. Attached to it is a booth with a carnival-type game. There's 3 booths or stalls that are separate from the main attraction, and they sell different items. There's 3 tables, a side build with a bench and a lamp post, and 9 minifigures. Let's start off by looking at the figures. As suggested, the 4 figures on the left all work here at the market. Starting off with the guy on the far left, don't be fooled by his beard. He's actually a pretty young looking guy underneath. Perhaps that's a fake beard, he's just trying to look more Santa-like. Anyway, he's the operator of the carnival booth. This guy sells meats. She does baked goods. She sells candy. And then over here, we've got an adult guest at the markets. And these 4 kids are all just there for fun. There's only 2 figures that have alternate expressions. And here they are. Here's a view of the figures from the back so you can get a different perspective of their hair pieces and the printing that's done on the torsos. Now I'm going to insert these figures all around the market and create scenarios while I go through all the details. To help liven up the scene, a bus full of elves were just dropped off via bus to the Winter Village Market. Now let's start off here on the right, where we've got a boy petting a stray cat on the bench. Obviously, kid figures can't sit on the bench, but the adults can. The kids just don't have articulated legs. We have 2 classic lampposts here with a simple wreath decoration. They're both the same. Now here's the candy stall. We've got an awning with sideways building techniques going on, some wreath decorations up above, and an earth green roof built at a slant. And you got snow slowly dripping and melting off the roof. The stall itself is built with tan and some dark red accents. It looks like she just made a sail as this adult just bought a candy cane lollipop. And is it bringing it to this sad girl who just lost the carnival game? And looks like the next player won the coveted teddy bear, the one and only. So she's a little bit sad about that, but her mom's about to cheer her up. Now, how you play this game is that you turn this crank. These buckets spin around, and that crank is also attached to the carousel. And you throw these weighted bags. Looks like there's 5 of them. And you try to land them in the bucket while the buckets are moving. And, well, there's only one prize, but the operator decided that he would give away this fake Santa beard as the next prize because there was one extra included in the set. There's no currency or ticket elements in the set, so you just have to use your imagination how people are paying for these games or the food. Speaking of which, we've got baked goods over here. This stall has a earth blue roof with, again, some snow on top, and croissants, a whole pie, and little treats. Here we've got a boy and an elf eating some of those treats. Over here we've got the meat stall. Yeah, it's just meat. It's not on a bun or anything. We've got a dark red roof here, a stovetop with a range, and there's the guy cooking the meats. And now let's take a closer look at the carousel. It was a bit tedious building the top of this carousel, but it was so worth it in the end, how it connected in this circle. And the finishing touch are these cloth pieces, just provide a nice classic look to this carousel ride. And here's the full look at the top. And let's take a look at the rides down below. The crank that operates this ride is so easy to turn. Speaking of which, there's really no operator because this guy is just in charge of the carnival game. There's no controls for him. So it just magically goes on its own. Maybe there's an alarm that sounds, okay, it's about to turn. Hop on and hold on. Well, there's 2 horses, identical other than the flame plumes on the sides. Got red on that one, blue on this one. Got a green sleigh and a blue sleigh. It's nice that kids can ride it. It's okay if they stand up on the ride, I guess. On the horses, well, you got to stand up on the horses. You can't sit down. But just really like everything that's going on here. It's a fun action feature and looks great on display. And especially with all the detail on that center post with all of those trans orange and trans blue studs. And even the arches provide a nice detail up underneath, just adding to the realism. The carousel is definitely the main attraction and main focal point of the set. However, there's a lot of detail going on the base, including some classic trees, 2 small ones, 1 large one. There's these earth blue steps on 3 sides to get up onto the carousel. Got a trash can and some holiday decorations over here. Oh yeah, this roof hinges open so you can have a better look and access the minifigure better there. And here's some of the gears that you can see turning from the crank. You can definitely motorize this, but it's fun to just spin it around by hand as well. To finish off the storytelling, here's the elf that won the fake Santa beard. There's a snowball fight going on right here between this kid and elf that caused the cat to jump up on this candy stall, knock over some candy, and yeah, that's why the owner gets upset. Hope you enjoyed looking at this classic Creator Expert Winter Village set, as I enjoyed building it. Well, all but the dark red pieces. Here are the extras. They're supposed to be extra. And stay tuned to this channel as well as my main channel, The Green Brick, as I'll be putting together a winter village for 2024 over the next couple of weeks. And thanks for watching.